Hello lovers and friends, a warm welcome to Financial Freedom with Honeybee. My name is Malanda Hanave, and on this channel I am taking you guys through my personal journey to financial freedom, and I hope you're going to join me by subscribing, liking, and also sharing my videos with your friends and family so that we can help each other reach that financial freedom journey quicker, right? So note that anything that I say in my channel doesn't constitute financial advice. If you are looking for the services of a financial advisor, please be in contact with a registered qualified financial advisor. So let's start with today's episode. So I have asked people on my socials, which is I've got an Instagram account which is called FF with Honeybee. I also have a TikTok account, it's called FF with Honeybee. I'm not so active on TikTok, but yeah, I'll start being active, and I hope you guys can go and follow me. I'll definitely follow you guys back. But also on Instagram, please do follow me and I'll definitely follow you back, right? So I've asked a question, what's your financial regret, right? So people have answered, but I realized, or I decided, let me start with my own, right? So in my previous videos, I've mentioned that I don't necessarily have a financial regret. I've made mistakes in the past, but I don't necessarily have a financial regret, right? But recently, or a couple of months ago, I just realized that my child will be going to varsity 5 years from now, right? So my child going to varsity 5 years from now, what that means is I have 5 years to do two things, right? It's either I'll maximize my investments or I'll start saving for her education, right? And the reason I'm talking about this is I started working when my child was 3 years old, right? Now, 9 years later, she's 12. And I haven't saved much for her education, for her varsity education, right? And I was just doing the numbers a couple of months ago, where I realized that if I'm to pay varsity using my salary, definitely it will derail me from reaching that financial freedom quicker, right? So I've got two options. The first option is to start maximizing saving for her education. In an event that he doesn't get a bursary, that means I'll need to pay for her fees myself. And yeah, so that's the first option that I have, to maximize saving for her education. But obviously I will definitely do it on my own, where I'll save it on the stock market under her portfolio so that it can grow a little bit quicker, right? So that's the first option that I have. But then the second option is to build my own financial freedom vehicle in the next 5 years, right? So basically maximize on the vehicle that I'm using. And what that means is that by the time when she has to go to varsity, then I can basically start using the money that I currently have now, or my disposable income. I'll definitely use that to pay for your fees, and then while paying for your fees, that means that I'll have less disposable income, right? So these are the two options that I have. One being I need to start saving for education now, or work towards my vehicle and then pay for her fees when it gets to that, right? But yeah, the time frame now is like 5 years, but 5 years, it's not really a long time to save for varsity fees. It's really not a long time. But yeah, 5 years I'll have that predicament, right? So I hope that won't alter my goal so far. Yeah, it won't basically take me another 10 years to reach financial freedom. So yeah, so that's my financial regret. I should have started saving for education when I started working, but there's a but, because I'll probably have started saving in the bank, because I did try to save with, those people that sell policies for school and stuff. I did start with those ones, but didn't make sense for me, because the amount that I was supposed to pay and the amount that they're gonna pay when my child goes to school, that money wouldn't even take it through her first year. So I realized that that's not a good option. But also, if you look at the things that I've done from the time I started working to now, I don't think I would have had any small money to save towards her education, which I think maybe I should have prioritized it a bit, to maybe save around 300,000 rands, sorry, not thousand, 2 or 300 rands towards the education. Obviously 9 years later it would be some significant amount of money, but yeah, now that I know what I'm faced with, or the risk that I have now that I've identified my new risk in reaching that financial freedom, is now I know I'll put in mitigation in place so that when she goes to varsity, I do not have to forget about my dream of reaching financial freedom, right? So yeah, if you've got ways to win the lottery, please let me know. But as I've told you, we're not going to use shortcut method into building this financial freedom. So we're going to build this financial freedom little by little, as per Proverbs. I forgot the verse now, but it's in Proverbs. It tells you that those that build wealth quickly, they lose it quickly, but those that build it small, they will basically achieve their goals, right? So yeah, I hope I have highlighted something for you. I hope I've taught you something. So what are you doing with your kids? How are you saving for the schooling? But also, what is the risk that you have towards reaching financial freedom, right? So if you feel like that you're not going to be able to, just comment in the comments below. Please do send me a message on my Instagram page so that I can basically let other people know what those risks that other people are having are. And yeah, learn together. We're basically here to motivate each other to gun for that financial freedom, right? It's very important, especially when you still have time. Like when I say you still have time, is when you still have means to start building your financial freedom. Use that opportunity while the sun is still shining upon you. The sun is still shining upon you, meaning you are still employable, you still have a job. Use this opportunity to build your wealth, or to build a buffer for yourself, so that when the shine decides to go south, you are well protected, you have everything, or your house is in order, right? So yeah, share your stories. I hope you'll share your stories, even if it means sharing it secretly. Please do so. I would like to hear your stories. They motivate me as well to see at other things that might, or other risks that I might need to consider in this journey, so that my journey doesn't basically encounter those hurdles, right? Love you lots. I'll see you guys on the next video.